Hi, everybody. Joe Cioffi here. Weather in 5 days and 5 minutes on this Saturday, the 1st of July. And we're going to start off with some good news with regards to the smoke, which has been particularly intense the last few days in the Great Lakes and through much of the Northeast and Mid Atlantic states. But as we look at the loop here, and this is from firesmoke.ca, it's the 48-hour forecast for smoke, and it shows a big easing going on, and that's good news. Not only in the east, but even around the Great Lakes, which has been plagued with this stuff for quite a long time now. I just want to also just point out here, if you look up in northern Canada, where the darker colors are, this is the very heavy, dense smoke. But the way the upper air pattern is set up at the moment, it's going to remain up there at least over the next 48 to probably 72 hours or so. Meanwhile, it is a warm day in the east. We've got temperatures that are rising up into the 80s with dew points in the 60s. To the west, we have a snaking frontal boundary through the Great Lakes. Across the south, particularly as you go from Alabama, western Georgia, Alabama, and points westward. It's going to be another day of blistering heat with temperatures in the 90s to over 100 degrees. Looks like the hottest temperatures will probably be in parts of eastern Oklahoma, Arkansas, and northwestern Mississippi this afternoon when we hit the highs of the day. The satellite loop showing a fair amount of sunshine in the east. We're seeing lightning strikes going on to the west and north near that frontal boundary, and this is where we're going to anticipate thunderstorm activity today. The radar is already starting to show some showers and heavier thunderstorms in western New York and parts of the western half of Pennsylvania down into West Virginia, eastern Kentucky, central Tennessee, back over through Missouri. It's all sort of scattered around in patches from those areas west of the Appalachians to the middle and upper Mississippi Valley, and that is reflected in the Storm Prediction Center's severe weather forecast. A marginal risk, which means isolated severe thunderstorms in interior upstate New York, mainly north and west of the Catskills and north and west of the Poconos, seeing marginal risk down through Pennsylvania into Virginia. Then you get into a slight risk, western Virginia, western North Carolina, northern Georgia and Alabama, north and west into the southern half of Illinois and Indiana, and enhanced risk in southernmost Illinois, southern Indiana, eastern Missouri, and western Kentucky. That comes with a 2 to 5% tornado risk and a 30% probability that wind gusts could exceed 65 knots or 75 miles an hour in a small area inside that enhanced risk zone. Now, tomorrow, I think there's a better chance for thunderstorms for tomorrow. Tomorrow will likely be of the 4 days. Today's okay. I think Monday, for the most part, is okay, and Tuesday looks good, but Sunday is the one day in this 4-day stretch with the 4th of July holiday where we may have more numerous showers and thunderstorms around, particularly in the areas of risk. The marginal risk from Long Island and northern New Jersey southward, slight risk southern half of New Jersey down into Virginia, across into the Tennessee Valley. And this, by the way, comes with a tornado risk less than 2% in all areas. It's mostly wind, a 15% probability of winds 50 knots or higher. And with these thunderstorms and the tropical air that's around, you certainly could put down some heavy rain. So you see a large portion of the United States east of the Rockies indicating anywhere from 3/4 of an inch to patches of 1.5 inches or more, and particularly in northern New England and Vermont and New Hampshire, where we've got this area of 2.5 inches. So it's kind of wash, rinse, repeat, I guess maybe is the best way to describe it. You can see the scattered thunderstorms that pop up this afternoon into this evening on the GFS view of the radar. Some of the heavier storms in the Carolinas down into Georgia, also in parts of Illinois and Indiana, back over into West Texas. They die down a bit during the overnight. Now, there's a bit of a warm front that's going to come through, and that could produce some showers tomorrow morning in New England, down through New Jersey, central and western Pennsylvania, and western New York. and we'll probably see showers and thunderstorms remain numerous in inland areas throughout the day, translating to the coast later in the afternoon and evening. Temperatures will be into the 80s. Then on Monday, with this cold front trying to move through and the upper trough that goes with it, perhaps another chance for showers and thunderstorms on Monday during the afternoon and evening. I'm going to go back to the Storm Prediction Center's forecast map because there is a possibility of severe weather on Monday. They have a marginal risk, mainly along the immediate coast, from southern New England down through coastal New Jersey, the Delmarva Peninsula, southeastern Virginia, eastern North Carolina to South Carolina, back over to Georgia and Alabama. General thunderstorm risk everywhere else. But I think much of the day Monday should be okay. We'll be into the 80s. And Tuesday, the 4th of July, maybe a minimal chance that there could be a shower or thunderstorm, and probably more sun than anything else, with temperatures generally in the 80s. Quick look at the latter part of next week. Looks like we should be basically okay until maybe late in the week, maybe late Thursday or Friday, when we'll get another cold front and a chance for showers and thunderstorms popping up. So weather systems just continue to move along in the atmosphere. That's good news. The tropics are quiet. That's good news. And at least from the standpoint of the eastern part of the United States and back through the Great Lakes, there's no sign of any kind of heat wave setting up anytime soon, other than the odd day here and there where temperatures could maybe run up toward the 90-degree mark. Most of the time, temperatures are going to be actually pretty average for this time of year. The Joe and Joe Weather Show will be back tomorrow morning as we continue our coverage through the weekend and into next week. So tune in tomorrow morning at Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Enjoy your long holiday weekend if you were clever enough to take Monday off and make it a 4-day affair. We'll see you later.